Hey guys, what's going on? So today I'm just going to be going over my go-kart, all the parts that I made, everything about it. I'm just going to be going it over, give a quick overview of it. So if I do any further videos on it, you guys have a basis of what I've done so far. So let's get into it. Alright guys, first things first, I'm going to get over how I actually made the cart, and then I'll get into the specifics of the different parts and everything that I made. So, go turn it around. What you see is underneath all that wood and everything is actually just this fencing. It's wrought iron. I welded it together. I was learning how to weld it at this point, so I'm not great welding and everything. But pretty much just turned that fence into a cart. Then I got some bolts from Home Depot and everything, drilled through, got the welds in, did that on both sides. And then up front, I just took some steel, bent it to make that, and then welded on a bolt to a pipe, and then sent that through. Same thing on that other side, and my steering is actually also made out of this pretty ghetto steering, but everything on this car is pretty ghetto. But so it's actually just it comes up to my steering wheel. My gas pedal is just door hinge. It's great. Piece of metal, and it runs along up to here. I actually had mine coming in through here with the standard linkage that would hook up right into there. But I just switched it to the link underneath the airbox, but right back there, I just switched it to do that. And added another spring on my carburetor. It's actually a pen spring, if you can see right there. I just did that recently. Helps spring back. Works a lot better now. The first part that I made for this, it's hard to see, but in there, in between the chain and the tire, how this sprocket is being held onto my tire is actually a piece of metal that I welded together, so it actually bolts onto the tire and then it bolts onto the sprocket. So it was just a piece of metal, a tube, and then another piece of metal that I welded together, cut out, and then drilled holes in so I could bolt it on. Made sure everything is square. Runs a lot better now. And then the second piece that I made is this engine mount. It's got a little rusty now because it got rained on, but it's an engine mount made. We have a plasma cutter, CNC plasma cutter at my school, so I used that to cut out the slots, and then I welded on some angle steel to the sides of it to lift it up, so I have some sliding room. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the parts that I've made. Recently, I actually, because I was gone all summer, my engine hadn't run for 3 months. So when I got back, I had to do a little bit of work on that. So I actually had to take off my air box, everything, get into the carburetor, clean out the jets. They were clogged. And while I was doing that, that's when I added that spring in that helps it spring back. So yeah, my brother, while I was gone, decided he wanted to hook up a spring from here to this bolt so that way it would spring back, but he lost the other bolt, so now I'm stuck with that thing in there. So yeah, I found that putting a spring back there is a lot better. I have this piece of metal right here just lifting up my throttle cable. Runs a lot better. I don't have any brakes on here right now, so riding it on the road or on track or anything is a little rough, but I'm gonna be ordering brakes pretty soon. I actually just got these new tires as well. Bought them used off of someone. I just have to get the hubs for them. So right now they don't have hubs, so I'm gonna have to get hubs and everything because these wheels are from Harbor Freight. So is this Predator 212 cc 6.5 horsepower. That is from Harbor Freight as well. So yeah, that's my go-kart. So another thing that I forgot to mention was that I got these tires from Harbor Freight, and this back right tire, for some reason, the tire kept breaking off of this hub, so I ended up actually having to weld it back on But the problem was that in the process, I couldn't get my welder's magnet in here, so it wasn't completely square. So my issue right now that I'm running into is that, if you can tell, it's not really spinning the straightest. Kind of wobbles quite a bit, so that's why I'm really excited to get those other tires on. So that'll help out a lot. So I'll keep you updated with that. When I get those hubs in, I'll take a video of me getting those hubs on. And the other thing that I'm going to mention is that I'm actually going to be starting a live axle go-kart build. So I'll be starting that pretty soon. I'm going to be redesigning. I'm going to be using some scrap steel that I made. Going to be making it completely out of from scratch. It's going to be a live axle. I'm going to be making the live axle as well. So it's going to be a budget build. So that'll be really nice. So if you're ever like, oh, I really want to make a go-kart, and you're like, I don't have any money, just find some scrap metal. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'll be making a live axle kit pretty soon. Live axle go-kart, and I'll keep you guys updated on that as well. So that's all I have for you guys today. So I'll see you guys next time.